understand in climatology. In climatology, if I have to start off with basics that have been part of your prelims examination, there have been 2-3 areas that have been highlighted. One area that has been highlighted and in news is, as in asked in your examination, is the winds. They have asked 3 to 4 questions on winds. The direction of westerlies, the longitudinal and the latitudinal extent of westerlies. One thing that they have asked on winds like westerlies, they have asked on the Coriolis force, and they have also asked about the desert and the other things. They have asked on this. So one thing that in climatology, firstly in climatology, in your past 10 years, there have been 22 questions in the prelims examination. If I have to see at the physical, if I have to look at the physical geography, geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, environment geography, biogeography, a major question have been asked from the climatology section. In 2022, they have asked a question on the low clouds and high clouds, whether the low clouds reflect the radiation and what is the effect on the temperature. What about the high clouds? So climatology as a unit has been highlighted majorly in your prelims examination. And the few important sections that have been asked, is winds. They have asked on winds. They have asked on the clouds. They have asked on the percentage of the water, okay, the presence of the fresh water in the respective layers, This has been asked 3 times in various forms. Fresh water, 97% of the 90% of the water is in oceans. Then it is there in your glaciers. Third, then you have fresh water. Fresh water ज़्यादातर glaciers में है. उसके बाद कहाँ है? This was asked in 2013. Then same question they have asked in the form of 2 statements. The amount of water in glacier is more than the amount of water in lake and rivers, or the amount of water in something is greater than this. ये 2022 का question है. 2021 में भी similar type of question कि सबसे ज़्यादा पानी किधर है? fresh water. So 3 times they have asked. And if I'm not wrong, in your 7th class NCERT, there's a chart in where is the percentage of the fresh water. One learning from here is, while you are reading your NCERT, the charts and the diagrams are very important. If you look at ancient history also, in ancient history also, there is a NCERT by the art and culture, class 11th NCERT, the fine arts NCERT. There also, there is one page, a picture given for Mahabalipuram and the rock. And there are 3 stories behind what about the Mahabalipuram. Whether it is given as a penance, and Arjun ka penance tha, that was the reward. Otherwise, it appears like a cat. 3-4 stories ka depiction hai. That has been asked in your prelims examination. Ancient history match the pair. The point is, over the time we've realized, they have been asking questions on the rivers and Harappan site. ठीक है, हरप्पा कौन सी रिवर पे है, मोहनजोदारो कौन सी रिवर पे है, तो ये क्वेश्चन पूछा. अब ये कहां से? ये भी एनसीईआरटी के मैप्स में दिया हुआ. तो while you are making synopsis of NCERT, don't lose your attention to these charts, to these graphs, to these figures. Don't simply read the words. Also understand these graphs, charts, and figures. So in climatology, winds have been asked, clouds and other things have been asked. For you to understand winds, there are basically 3 types of winds. One is the planetary winds. The other is the regional winds. Okay, I'm talking on the basis of the scale. That is, this is like covers the entire earth. Then on this, there is a particular region. So regional winds. And the other is the local winds, which are blown at a very low local area. So you have the local winds. An example of local wind can be your Lu, Chinook, Fawn, right? Yes. So these are the example of local wind. If I take into consideration example of regional wind, we have monsoon winds. What about planetary winds? We have trade winds, we have westerlies, we have polar easterlies. These are your planetary winds. For you to understand wind, you need to understand global atmospheric circulation. The global atmospheric circulation.